What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. Today we've got some more gameplay for you. We ended up getting through 38 FUT Champions games this weekend. Made a big difference to me that extra day, even though I left lots of games till right at the death. I literally finished my last game. Well, I had 2 games left obviously, but I finished playing my last game with less than an hour on the clock, or about an hour on the clock. And I wasn't going to really play. I was playing PUBG with the Band of Brothers. The Band of Brothers was playing some pubs, and I was 3 wins away from Gold 1 with 10 games left. And of course, if I then went 7 and 3, I would have got Elite 3. And I was just like, 3 wins, man. Like, let me just play 3 wins and get Gold 1. I'll regret it if I don't. I was just being lazy. So I played the first 3 games. You'll see here we pick up, in the first 3 games, we pick up 2 wins and a loss. So that left me 24 wins with 7 games left, and then I won out from there. I won 5 on the bounce. So I actually won 7 of my last 8 games that I played. I won them. We only had, again, 1 bad patch. Just 1 bad patch, that's it. During games 21 to 30, we went 5 wins and 5 losses. That's just terrible. If I had just turned that into something half decent, 7 and 3 or 8 and 2, we would have been good for an Elite 1 course run. After being 17 and 3, of course. But we pulled it back from 20 and 8 at one stage as well, going up to 29 and 9. So I did have a 9 and 1 period in there. Just really frustrated with the way I let this game get to me too much. But we've been through that, we've talked through that. Let's get into the comment section. We done so. 99 says, hey Nep, love the series. Just wondering if you would consider spending just over an hour a day between Monday and Friday doing squad battles games. On one hand, it gives you a chance to experiment with some red cards like Raphael to understand their specialities, and second, it will get your secondary revenue from the rewards to help build towards that 99 Ronaldo. All the best, much love. Well, obviously a lot of people have come into this series late. If you don't know, I'm actually like a top 20, top 10 squad battles player. I can beat squad battles on ultimate difficulty. The highest I finished, I think, was 3rd in the world. I finished top 20 regularly and top 50 all the time that I tried to finish in the top 100. I never once finished outside of top 50. The problem with it is, even just playing a few games a day, it's just an extra chore that's not efficient. The amount of games that are required to get just a couple of decent packs and a few coins, I'll be better off putting some time in somewhere else, learning, doing some other things. Now, however, as a secondary income, I feel like I've played the last 4 weeks a little bit wrong, and I hold my hands up to that. The series got a little bit stale, and that was because I just burnt myself out because I was playing squad battles, because I was playing FUT champs, because I was spending so much time on this account. I just got a little bit burnt out. Gone through that. We took January casually. I ended up playing all the way through to Elite 3 this week, which is fantastic. I'm super happy with that. And now I feel like I'm in a point where it's time to get back on the grind, but make sure I do it efficiently, and squad battles is not one of those things. I tried some things with trading. We made some mistakes buying Team of the Year cards. I've had some ups and downs. I've made a lot of coins from trading. I made a lot of coins from 83 investing. I made a lot of coins from some Path to Glory players. Like, I bought and sold a few Path to Glory Oxlade Chamberlain cards, a few Path to Glory Danny Welbeck cards that I made good profit on. I've made some good profit over time. I don't right now have that one super consistent, super effective, super efficient way of making coins, and I want to figure that out by myself. I know a lot of people recommend some things, like a lot of people say during Team of the Week, buy those discard informs, wait a week, they go up 3,000 or 4,000 coins. If you invest 1 million coins, you'll get 1.3 million back. So it's like easy coins every week. And it sounds okay, but it doesn't sound like what I want to do. For example, today marquee matchups just come out, and I can't list all the players that I want to list because my trade pile is full of crap. So if I have a trade pile full of informs that are discardable, it removes a space from me to be able to sell other items, and I actually probably will end up losing money over time. Back in the early stages of FIFA, I was making around 800,000 coins per week, and I'd say now I'm making around 200,000 coins per week. So it's just taken a little bit longer for me to get anywhere. But now that we've got back into Elite 3, for those of you that obviously you could tell by the title, but we're back into Elite 3. So now that we're back into Elite 3, we're going to get those 70,000 coins. We're going to get that Team of the Week pack. We're going to get a 100k pack. We're going to start making again this week. Already I've made like 30, 40k off of bronze pack method. I've got lots of consumables still to sell that I'm trying to sell to lazy buyers, but I think I misunderstood some things that I'm now realizing a bit more. But like I said, I want to figure it out myself. Once I can sell all my consumables and sell what's on my trade pile now, and with the rewards coming on Thursday, we're going to end up making about 500,000 coins this week. So that's not bad. If we can go to 500,000 coins per week as a minimum for gaining, we'll be able to start picking up new players all over the place. You know, a couple of weeks Neymar, a couple more weeks Team of the Year Ramos, a couple more weeks Team of the Year David De Gea. We'll start be able to like pick up some really good players. So I'm super excited for that, and super excited to get, like I said in the last couple of episodes, you know, I'm looking to be back on the grind. And although I did have to grind, and it took every ounce of my being to get these games done to get to Elite 3, I'm back on the grind. So I'm super happy with that. And hopefully we can, you know, it's such a sharp upturn with this. You know, we went from 0 to 100 real quick, and then we just stabilized and we stayed at 100. Now I want to push on to going up again. I want to take it to that next level again. Johnny Bent says, would you still play FIFA if PES had all the licensing rights and the Premier League to other top leagues? No, I would probably not play PES if that was the case. I would probably still play FIFA. So yes, to answer your question. The answer is yes, I would still play FIFA. I think personally FIFA is a superior game. And then the next comment, which is, I wondered if I'd pick this out or if I was just going to use the other one as the mind's eye, the catalyst to answer this. But we get a comment from Aiden Sunase. He says, I feel like FIFA is getting boring to everyone, but it's played so much purely because of the fact that the game idea is great and the fact you can play virtual football with virtual cards with friends, etc. But I think a new game mode needs to be made something where the record of your games contributes to your reactors rather than games. Ultimately, I absolutely agree with you. One thing that I would love to see is the World Cup game mode, but in regular version FIFA. So if you guys didn't play FIFA back in the day, or if you don't remember the FIFA 14 World Cup game mode, basically you would start in a group stage, and then you'd come out of the group stage, you go to the quarters, the semis, the final, and you get a huge prize at the end. I would love something like that that's just open all the time. Free to play, different rewards, and something fun, so that you get rewarded for grinding real time. Because right now there's no reward for grinding FIFA real time, because you can play divisions, and unless you're the absolute best of the best and in Division 1 picking up 15,000 coins a time, it is a boring long grind that's inefficient. Squad battles is the most monotonous grind that just doesn't have rewards that are up to today's standard. You know, like early on in the game, those 2 mega packs were so huge because every coin was super important, but everyone's got a foundation now. So it's time to change the rewards to represent that and reflect that. And I don't necessarily mean more packs either. I don't mean that instead of 2 mega packs we should get 2 100k packs, or instead of 30,000 coins we should get 80,000 coins. I just think new rewards would be welcome. Something that I take from FIFA Mobile a lot is the thing that they do with their players, and I love what they do with their players. And EA have got something similar in FIFA 18 with the SBCs and stuff, but I've spoken about it before. But I'd love squad battles to offer a brand new player that's just not in the game, and the better you do in squad battles, the higher rated he is. So, for example, let's take a Danny Welbeck card. Let's take a right-wing Danny Welbeck card as the example, or a skill moving upgrade. So, who have we got on the field right now that I'm looking at? So, Delafoe, that Screamer Delafoe. Let's just take Delafoe's base card. Delafoe, I believe, is 3-star, 3-star. Let me go and have a look just to double check real quick. Delafoe. Isn't it Delafoe, isn't it? Delafoe. So Delafoe is 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. So I apologise for being wrong on that one. Let's assume they do a squad battles. Next week's squad battles, you get a special Delafoe looking card. It's a squad battles themed card, some special design. But instead of being 4-star, 4-star, it's 5-star, 5-star. So if you finish in bronze, silver, you get the regular 82 rated Delafoe, 5-star weak foot, 5-star skill moves, no stat upgrade. If you finish gold 3, it's an 83 Delafoe. Gold 2, it's an 84 Delafoe. Gold 1, it's an 85 Delafoe with stats upgrades to match. Elite 3, it's an 86. Elite 2, it's an 87. Elite 1, it's an 88 Delafoe. And then if you finish top 100, it's a 90 rated Delafoe, or maybe even scale it in top 100. So, if you finish 50 to 100, it's 89. If you finish 21 to 50, it's 90. If you finish top 20, it's 91. If you finish top 10, it's 92. And if you finish number 1, it's 93. It's just one card, make it untradeable, and have that scale up. Don't give any pack rewards or any coin rewards, but have people play for a card that you can't get anywhere else with a unique upgrade. That would get me playing squad battles again, because I'll be like, damn, well, if I finish top 100 in squad battles this week, I'm going to get a 90 rated Delafoe. he might not be good for my team, but he'll be good for SBCs if we want to use him to help getting prime icons for a lot cheaper. And with a unique skill move and weak foot upgrade, I might even only play to Elite 3 and get an 85 upgraded Delafo. How fun would that be? So I'm not necessarily looking for more coins and more packs, because I think it's a negative impact on the game by just boosting coins and packs. Because if you just keep giving out coins and packs and coins and packs, what's going to happen is that everybody's going to eventually have so many coins, because they've got so many packs and so many coins, that everybody's going to have the absolute most super team possible, and it's just going to be a sweat fest every game. I want to see unique cards. So in this Delafo that we get, you know, 5-star weak foot, 5-star skill moves, high rated, give him the Icon League badge so that he links to everyone. Why not do that? You know, I saw a thread on Reddit about giving captains a soft link to everyone. I think that would be amazing. It would just open up the possibility of changing teams and having fun in this game. So yeah, you know, week 1, you get a Delafo team special squad battles card. Week 2, you get a, you know, just another player that people don't use often that you would think, hey, that would be quite good. Jorginho from the Calcio A. He's 81 base cards. He's got 3-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, and he's a centre mid. Well, let's have Jorginho as a centre back with, maybe not a centre back because he's 5'10". No, 5'10's right. Yeah, make him a centre back instead, and just boost him to a really good centre back, and just have that instead. Because then, guess what? You can now link Jorginho to Koulibaly and get a good strong link in defence, and again, it just opens up the world of possibilities, and then scale up through squad battles, and it'll be a lot of fun. I would love to see stuff like that in FIFA that, again, rewards people for playing, but not with market tradable items that are just going to influence how everyone's team looks, but reward them for actually playing the game. I think that would be a really, really good thing to have in a game personally. But yeah, I would love to see the game mode like the World Cup. So like, you know, essentially like a Champions League thing. So, you know, maybe turn it off during Weekend League, but on Monday when Weekend League closes, okay, now you can enter the Champions League or the FUT Champions Cup, you know, something like that, whatever they want to call it. You go in, you play your games. If you get out the groups, you're guaranteed a, you know, let's say a Danny Welbeck with a 4-star skill moves. If you get to the quarterfinals, Danny Welbeck gets 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, and an upgrade, a minor upgrade. If you get to the semi-finals, he gets a bigger upgrade. If you win the tournament, he gets an 84 rated upgrade instead. Stuff like that would just be amazing for this game. Don't give us packs and coins. Give us cards, untradeable cards that you can only get through actually playing these events. And what I love about FIFA Mobile is that they start off giving you low-rated cards and build those cards up. So in their Weekend League mode, if you're in what is world class in the division for your like Versattack, you get like an 82 rated version of a player. If you're in Legendary, you'll get an 84 rated version of that same player. And if you're in world class, if you're in FIFA Champion, you get an even higher rated player of that card. And then if you're in the top 250, you get an even higher rated player of that card. That sort of stuff is golden. And it would be awesome to see all these unique teams and these unique cards that people have earned throughout the year, rather than everyone using the same base of 40 players because that's what you have to do. That for me would be amazing to see in the game. Like Butt says, hi Nepo, currently seeing Hunter cards for less than 4k. Would you suggest this is a good quick moneymaker? Love the vids, dude. Is it a good moneymaker? Yes. Is it a quick moneymaker? Probably not. One of the mistakes I made with consumables trading is that, well, it is a mistake, but it was one that I was happy to learn, is that you need to be coy with when you buy and when you sell. Right now, there's no crazy new players coming out. Ones to watch is would actually increase the price of Chem Styles, because there's going to be a whole batch of brand new cards onto the game that people are going to want to use that are going to have Chem Styles applied to them. The best thing to do with Hunter cards when they're this cheap, 4k or less, is just buy it and store it. Buy it and store it. You can store unlimited consumables, so you can store them all in your club, and then when you see that they go up to 5k, sell them. Is it a quick moneymaker? I don't think so. Is it a moneymaker? Is it a guaranteed long-term moneymaker? Absolutely. One of the issues that I had is I bought a lot of Anchors, a lot of Hawks, and a lot of Engine cards, because they're the most overpowered Chem Styles this year for the highest rated players, in my opinion. In my opinion, of course. And I bought Hawk cards for 500 to 700, and I sold them all for 1,000 to 1,400, and I bought 200 of them, and I got about 30 left. But I think more and more people cottoned on to this, and so more and more people started doing this, so I started selling less and less. So with Chem Styles, it's a bit dangerous, because if other people do the same thing, you're going to be fighting to get rid of your Chem Styles. Fitness cards, however, I think is a really strong thing to do because fitness cards get used every game by everyone. It's not the sort of thing where if you pack a new player and you apply a chem style to them, you don't need to apply a chem style every game. You don't need to keep buying that chem style and applying. You only need to apply a new chem style to them when you want to change their output, or if you buy a new player and they've got a hawk and you want a hunter. That's when you get a new chem style. But with fitness, every game you play a game, you lose fitness. You need to improve fitness. Always good with fitness. So I'd say chem styles are an interesting one. I learned a harsh lesson. I started like dumping about 40 to 50 chem styles a day. Last week I was getting through them. I bought about 500 and I was getting through 40 to 50 a day. Now I'm lucky if I get 10 or 15 a day gone. It's just a much tougher market out there. So I learned a lesson. I learned a good lesson. Like I said, I want to figure out my way of trading so that I've got something that just works for me, just constant profit. And I'm happy to dabble and lose coins and make coins and have time wasted and stuff whilst doing that, because once I find that golden egg, it's going to be good. It's going to be really good. Adam Suleiman says, try watching a pro player after every match of yours to keep your high quality of play. Not a bad idea. I definitely want to start playing and watching more pros. It's just time for me, dude, is the biggest problem. I just don't have as much time to play as I'd like to. Back in FIFA 16 and before I had a Road to Glory channel, I used to have so much more time because I didn't have to do the Road to Glory, right? This channel and this series takes up a lot, if not most, of my day. My main channel is where I put the least amount of effort in terms of time spent on videos. So if I have more time, I'd love to be able to play more players, watch more play and get better at this game. I just don't have it available to me, sadly. Obviously I'm a dad as well. I've got a newborn coming at the end of February, so it's just tough right now, man. It's just tough right now. But yeah, it's not a bad idea. I need to learn. I need to learn when to walk away from FUT Champs and when to come back. That's one of my biggest problems. We talked about it in depth last episode. I'm not going to go through it again. Kiwi Plur says, I don't feel like FUT Champs is a chore. In fact, last week I finished all my games and went to play another because I didn't expect to finish that fast. I think it's all about how you set up your weekend. That is just absolutely bang on the money. How you set your weekend up is so important. And for me, this weekend is going to be a tough one because although I'm looking to play 40 games every weekend again, because ones to watch cards are coming out, and because my sleep pattern is screwed, I usually get up between, say, 12 and 2 every day, right? That's just when I get up. I don't go to bed till 6 every morning, so it's not like I'm sleeping like 12 hours a day, but I sleep 6 to 8 hours a day. But yeah, I get up between 12 and 2 every day. Right now, I'm trying to change it, but I just can't fall asleep sometimes. I've got some things going on in home life that just, it's not to be talked about here, but anyway. So I get up between 12 and 2 every day, and then one to watch cards come out at 6. That gives me 4 hours to make my Friday video for the second channel, and also play as many FUT Champs games as possible. Most likely I'll get out 5, maybe 8 FUT Champs games in that time frame, right? 5 to 8 FUT Champs games. Once ones to watch cards come out at 6 o'clock, my day is done. I will unlikely have any more time to play FUT Champs because it will be about grinding whatever's there for one to watch for the main channel and for the Road to Glory. So, in terms of setting my weekend up, this weekend, unless I can get up earlier on Friday, or unless I can bang out far more games on Friday than I've actually got time for, I'm already going to be putting myself in a bad spot where I've now got potentially 30 or 35 games to play on Saturday and Sunday. And so I've already put myself in a spot where I have to force games in because I haven't set my weekend up properly. I want to be able to try and sort my sleeping pattern out so that I'm getting up at like 9, 10 o'clock. That way I can have already 10 games done, 15 games done by 6 p.m. And then that leaves me only 25 games through Saturday and Sunday. So if I can play 10 on Saturday, 15 on Sunday, no problem at all. But yeah, you're absolutely right, Kiwi Plug. The way you set yourself up to play your games on the weekend is vital. And that's one of the problems for me, is I don't have a clear structure. What I wanted to start doing was playing 4 games immediately when I get up, 4 games throughout the day, and then 4 games in the evening. 12 games Friday, 12 games Saturday, and then on Sunday I'd have to play 8 games in the evening instead of 4 games. And that would be fine. And I wouldn't even have to play all those 8 games depending on where I was at. But one thing that I've noticed is that when I play super late, like I was playing right now, I was playing here with just an hour left on the clock, I seem to just play better. Even though I was tired here, I was just playing good FIFA. And I don't know why, but that's how it was. But yeah, you raise a very, very valid point, dude. Jan A says, in my opinion, you should use Kevin De Bruyne as a central cam and Costa as an outside cam. KDB is so much better, and the central cam is pretty much the most important position in the 4-2-3-1. Absolutely noted. I'll try that in my next games. Obviously, I've got Hazard now, so I can play Hazard out on the right, Rui Costa out on the left, and De Bruyne in a cam in behind Gabriel Jesus. And that's pretty, that hopefully would be good. So we end up getting up to 29 wins, guys. I was so happy to get back into Elite. Funny, it's what the other guy said, Kiwi said about not even, setting your weekend up. He didn't even realise he finished his games. I just started breezing through these games, man. I wasn't even trying. I was just playing. I was playing to get to gold 1. And then because I still had, I still had 7 games or 6 games left to get to Elite 3. I was like, hey, let me just play 1. If I win it, I'm then need to just go 3 and 2 to get to Elite 3. So I'm in a really strong position. And if I win the next one, then I only need to go 2 and 2. But if I would have lost the game, when I was 25 wins, if I would have lost the game instead of won the game, I probably would have stopped there and just finished at gold 1. But I played it through, guys. We got 29 wins with 2 games remaining. You can see there was 1 hour, 10 minutes left. It was so late at night when I did it. And I am just so happy that I did get through it and put there. I got into gold 1 monthly as well, which is nice. I missed out on Elite by about 6 wins. Again, I sit there and I think, man, why not just play a couple extra games a weekend? I could easily got Elite 3, but whatever. We've done what we've done. Funnily enough, probably as luck would have it, I'll probably get my best red card from the gold 1 monthly than I would have ever done from Elite monthly anyway. But we got Elite, guys. I'm super happy about that. I'm super happy to now push on back onto this event and make sure that we end up getting Elite 3 minimum every week. I need a complete reset on my idea of how to generate coins in this game, and I need to start focusing more on my gameplay and less on the intricacies around that. But this is going to be the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.